Hi, everybody. I'm Father Bill Holtzinger,
And I'm Erin Nieves.
and this is your
Wednesday,
and Friday reflection.
that's right.
Yeah, so we're on the eve, and hopefully this will get published for Thanksgiving, if you're watching on Thanksgiving. So maybe we could share something about Thanksgiving. What was a memory for you for Thanksgiving?
My favorite memories, once we had children, we used to always go to my mom and dad's house up in Grass Valley. And it was really
Up in
great.
Grass Valley? Where's that?
California.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that's actually down this way.
Yeah.
We're in Portland. Okay, just
So, but we would go, and it was always great. It was like going to the country. And so the kids would get all jazzed and ready to go and bring all of their stuff so they could be with grandma and grandpa. So that was our favorite.
okay. Well, we stayed home. I'm the ninth of 9 kids, and just to say that's kind of like
You don't bring 9 anywhere?
No, Party Central, so people would come to us. I don't ever remember traveling as a kid for Thanksgiving until I was an adult.
Okay.
Yeah. So when it comes to Thanksgiving, there's also food traditions. Now, I'm not a foodie, but I'm kind of curious, and I think other people might be curious what your favorite food is, and maybe what is one you don't like. Like if it gets placed on the table in front of you on Thanksgiving, then what?
Okay. Well, favorite, obviously, turkey and everything that goes with it. Mashed potatoes, gravy, all of those good things. But if you put Brussels sprouts in front of me, they're yours.
Brussels sprouts.
So my dad, he loved cream corn. I know. Well, and every year we have to have cream corn, and it's not stuff you make. It's just fresh out of the can.
Yeah.
So crazy.
Okay.
So,
That's your favorite?
yeah,
And your least favorite? Okay.
right. So you tell me what's yours.
Well, so first of all, turkey is essential. And in fact, I remember when I got older, finally going to somebody else's house on Thanksgiving, and they had ham.
It's like, this is just wrong,
Hey,
right?
what's up with that? I don't quite get the ham thing. Now, you may do ham, you may do turkey, but I'd never done ham, so I was just being polite and like, okay. Because you can't put like, it just doesn't seem to go with mashed potatoes and gravy. Because I'm the same with you. I like the mashed potatoes and gravy, and peas would be my favorite green thing on, although I think those are considered peas are probably one of those starches. Maybe that's why I like them, not so much a vegetable. So there you are. So that's the favorite. But you did mention one I didn't even think about, because of all like foods, cream corn is like at the very bottom, like the bottom. And so that shows up sometimes, or had showed up as a kid, and that just passed by. It just kept going by.
That's the best thing, though, when you have other people at the table. Nobody is paying attention to what you're putting on your plate.
Right, and it's okay if you don't get that one. They just move it on, and somebody else can take care of it.
That's right.
When I was it reminds me as a college student, it was my birthday, and my friends woke me up in the morning, and they had something planned. I did not know that, and there are all these gifts wrapped in. They're cans of something, clearly, right? So you can imagine what that was. And they all knew I didn't like cream corn, so everyone was a different brand of cream corn. So back to turkey, mashed potatoes, and gravy, stuffing.
Oh, yes, stuffing is great.
Yeah, so maybe this is also one. I'm not a yams fan. So
I didn't grow up with yams.
Yeah, my mom used to keep thinking, "Oh, you love yams," or no, it was cranberries. She thought I used to always like cranberries. Cranberries is also so. And I'll just mention cream corn, yams, and cranberry sauce.
Cranberries.
I'm like, okay, there are some foods I'm not a big fan of. And they sometimes rove heavily in the plates that go by me.
But, the thing about yams, if you have a really good sweet potato and you put a little olive oil on it and you put it under the broiler and that's all it is.
And I would actually prefer that over cream corn.
Right.
I mean, there's really nothing below cream corn, I think. I mean, spinach when it's cooked is okay. I used to not like it, but raw spinach is better. But cream corn is towards the bottom. I don't know.
Yeah, no.
Do you have traditions? So you mentioned you kind of travel, but were there traditions within the Thanksgiving meal of any kind?
Just the basic. We always have to say grace and, all of that.
Was there anybody that specifically designated, or did they rotate that and saying grace?
My dad, when he was still alive, he would say it, and, we'd all join him or whatever. There were years where we would make everybody go around the table and say what they were thankful for. My children hated that. It's like, oh no, mom is making us share.
Okay.
So no, that's never a big thing. So
Okay. I think we had, well, the tradition, because there's on the 9th and 9, lots of young people, and then some as they get older would come back with their spouses. But I would then, most dominantly as a child, be at the kids' table. You know that?
Yeah, lucky, right?
Right, and it was like a cardboard table that was rickety, and it was bad enough that we'd be trying to cut things and not spill things. Now we've set ourselves up to have this card table that's not like an earthquake happening at the same time. It's like, I was so glad, like when I was a high schooler, to finally graduate.
Into the bigger table.
Yes.
Yeah. It's like, thanks be to God.
Yeah, right.
So
Well, Thanksgiving is a time for us to be thinking about what we're thankful for, and I'm going to be talking about it in the homily. If you're going to Mass, hopefully, I think I should probably publish this the day before. I'm going to publish this as soon as possible, I think, because if you come to Mass on Thanksgiving Day, I'm going to walk around and ask, not everybody, but with a microphone, a few people, what they are thankful for. And here's always the hard part. I'm going to ask them to list one thing. You think they're going to be able to do that?
no.
No, it's always two. I'm thankful for this and that. Like, how about just this? Because it's hard for us to commit.
To just one thing.
Yeah.
Because, but you know what this is. It's because of God's generosity, right? So we are filled with so many good things that how do you pick one?
Yeah. Well, I'm just going to go with that. But I'm going to still instruct everybody, and we'll see where it goes.
Yes.
I think people are going to probably toy with me. I have a
Well, they
feeling.
probably will, but you'll be patient.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And you will thank them.
I definitely will. It's one of our favorite masses. It's always been for me. And since I've been here at Holy Trinity, it's a whole nother thing, because at the preparation of the gifts, we don't just pass the basket around. We do something different. Maybe
Right.
You can explain that.
It's so cool. We as a church have always been giving to people in need. And so one of the great things about Thanksgiving is that we can bring our offerings for our food closet, and we can bring food. So we can bring bags of food that are brought up at the offertory. So you literally will see the entire altar filled with food. It's amazing. And you can give a check. And
Nope. Non-perishable food, so don't put bananas in there.
or anything that needs refrigeration, right?
Right, yeah, that's the other thing, right. So your pumpkin pies that are already cooked, probably not.
No.
Good, yeah. Just leave that on your table.
But you know what we heard, which is really kind of sad, our food closet was open today what day is today?
Today, well, we're recording on a Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
So it was open today, and we found out that all of the other food closets this week were closed. And I can't tell you how many phone calls we got today asking about help with food. So everything that you bring, if you come to Mass on Thursday, will be well used by our food closet for all of the people that are in need these days.
All right. I was looking at my calendar. I think our food closet is closed on Friday, though.
It's closed on Friday, but it's open next week.
So I don't remember even the days. You know the days when it's open?
Yes, it's open on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. And so next week it'll be open on all 3 of those days, 10 to noon. And again, the food that you bring on this Thursday will fill up what are now bare shelves. Charlie came in and he said that they had so many people come in today that their shelves are bare.
Oh,
But they're going to fill them.
okay, there you go.
Yeah?
One last question. So did you ever have a Thanksgiving event that was memorable? It could be something strange. It could be something exciting. It could be, was there anything that comes to your mind of something that was of interest that you remember as either as a parent or before? That was special about Thanksgiving?
You know, when my dad died, it was going to be our first holiday without him. Mark and I are connected to a monastery in Southern California, and as we were preparing to celebrate Thanksgiving, they usually have a big retreat at the Abbey, and so we called to see if we could get reservations. And that always books. It's always filled, and we have never tried. And I literally tried this.
On Thanksgiving?
Right?
Oh.
And so for the whole weekend, so I called, And Sister Karen moved heaven and earth to get our entire family into the Abbey. And it was great, because we were able to celebrate without my dad and have a real Thanksgiving, because the monks make turkey and they make everything else. And everybody that was there to celebrate Thanksgiving. And we could do it monastic style, so we were able to join in the Liturgy of the Hours and Mass and all of that. And it was a holy way to celebrate in a new way, because my dad wouldn't have been there, and just would have been difficult. So thanks be to God for Sister Karen and the monks and Thanksgiving.
Nice.
What about you?
Yeah, so again, so we didn't travel as young kids, so I would say at home, I think it was just the ambiance of, first of all, I could get up a little bit later. Sometimes we went to church, but I remember also just kind of having just a relaxed day, and there was this effervescence of food all around, and you would be able to sometimes pick the food and pretty much almost eat all day, because after dinner there'd still be leftovers and pie and things like that. I was usually stuffed. There's also events like, I think there's some football games. I'm a football fan. There'd be some football games on. That was kind of fun. I think I was a high schooler when or junior high. I enjoyed that.
That's what my husband loves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm curious. So maybe on the Facebook posting as you were watching this, list down what are your traditions, or what is your favorite food, or your least favorite food, or some kind of interesting, quick story that you want to share on Facebook, because that's what we're publishing this. Obviously, it's also on YouTube, but I think it'd be fun to kind of share stories of what kind of happens in your family. What's your traditions, things that are memorable to you.
And see if you can outdo our not favorite foods.
Yeah, what kind of crazy foods? What kind of foods that you didn't care for were placed on the table and kind of passed you by? That'd be good to hear.
I would be, because I know what it is in my husband's family.
Oh, wow.
I told you, it's ambrosia salad. They always had to have ambrosia.
Yeah, it's like, I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, you don't want to.
Okay, well, folks, thanks for watching, and we'll be back next week with our Wednesday and Friday videos. And from us here at Holy Trinity, we want to give you and offer you a blessing with Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving. Bye-bye.
Bye.